Hello, 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 beautiful unicorns. Welcome back to my weekly life card readings. My name is Yana Kasperczak. Welcome to all the new members in the group that might not know who I am yet. So, my name is Yana Kasperczak, and I'm your certified professional performance and spiritual awakening core energy coach. And it has been my soul's purpose to help women, to help you get your shit together so you can break free from that mental prison you find yourself in and build a life, business, and or career that you're not only proud of but actually excited to look up to every single day. Live a life that feels exciting, that you are obsessed with, that you cannot wait to wake up to, even if it's rainy outside. And this is why today we are inside. This is actually our bedroom at the cottage, and I am going to be doing the Shaman's Dream Oracle card reading, as this is one of the ways that I find had been very helpful to me on my spiritual awakening and my healing journey. And on Mondays I share my card readings how I would normally do them for myself with each and every one of you. That helps you get your shit together. Anyways, so let me know where you guys are coming in from and if you're new to the group or not. And why are you here? Why are you here in the group? Why are you watching this video? How has it been maybe helping you, whether it's the videos, these card readings, or the group itself? I would really love to hear. And at the same time, if you have any suggestions, I am open to hearing them, because we're building this community with you in mind. And when you share your mind with us, then we can mold the community so that way it is much more, I don't know, exciting, appealing for all of you. So this is the card for today, which is Horseman, Herald of Change. Ooh. In other words, change is coming. I mean, Captain Obvious over here, right? Change is the only thing that's constant. No matter how much you hold back from change, it happens. It's inevitable. But the more that you resist change, the more suffering you will experience. So instead of resisting change, embracing change, and perhaps even looking at your life or your business or career, wherever you are wanting to change more, and identifying those things that you want to change, and then actually taking action. So let's see what the good book says. Shall we? Horseman, good news, caution, herald of change. So good news is coming. There's always good news. We can even look at the good news as bad news, or bad news as good news. We can look at things however we want. Essentially, it's like, do you look at the glass half full, or do you look at it as the glass half empty? Do you look at it as people just keep taking things from my glass, or do you look at it as the glass is refillable? Or perhaps you realize that the glass and the water and whatever is in there, it's all an illusion. It doesn't even exist. It's a creation of the mind. So how do you look at things? Well, the Horseman appears. He's inviting you to spread the good news. Everyone already knows the bad news. Everyone already knows the bad news. Everyone already primarily living and existing in a negative state of mind. This is what is referred to as level 1 and level 2 energy. And then at best, people move up to level 3, but it's really just temporary fix. That's what level 3 is, to sum it up. Your task is to point out the beautiful when others see only the ugly. Note the possible, no matter how implausible it may seem. Your job is to remind everyone what is possible. But here's the kicker. When it comes to spreading the good news and sharing the good news, people will believe when there is physical proof and evidence, which means that in order for you to show people what's possible, to see the good, to shift their perspective, you got to show them. You got to lead the way. And there's numerous examples throughout history of people talking about things that they want to do and creations they want to create and not doing them, while others talked less and showed more. So when it comes to spreading these good news, do it in the way of, let me show you what's possible by me doing that very thing that I'm trying to tell you I want to do. Or I'm trying to help you to understand and see the bright side of things, to see the silver lining, instead of talking about it with others. Do. See the lining, see the positivity, and embrace it. And express it in all and through all that you do. This does not mean becoming giddy or blindly optimistic, but rather reminding yourself that every storm cloud has a silver lining. That whatever the bad, it always comes with good. Looking at everything, as I always say, everything is an opportunity. The things that we're experiencing in life and we don't want to experience them, they feel so bad and we just want it gone, whatever that experience is, whatever even that thought or feeling and emotion is. But if you start looking at it as, or questioning, what's in this for me? What's the hidden opportunity within this so-called bad feeling and emotion or bad experience? And when you start looking for the positive, when you start looking at, okay, what's the opportunity here? You'll start finding more and more and more. And that will become a habit where you're naturally seeing the opportunity without trying to. And then those of you who understand more of the energy that I've been talking about, and we'll be going a lot deeper into the energy, because some of you who have taken the 21-day challenge, you understand the first 3 levels, the basics, right? And you see how most of the world lives there. And in the next, when the quest comes out, this is where we're going to be going deeper into the energy levels. You will actually get to experience the Energy Leadership Index assessment. Just not going to share too much, but I want you to see the power in the quest and what's in it for you. And when you start to really understand all energy levels, you will notice how level 3 and level 5 are very similar. And the biggest difference, the reason why I'm bringing them up right now, is because in level 3, you're trying to see the silver lining. Sometimes you will actually even manipulate the situation in your mind. And the best way to describe it is that when, let's say, someone was mean or hurtful to you, and what you would do in your mind at level 3 is you will find ways to forgive them, so that way in the end it's a win for you, and you will try to see and figure out what's the silver lining and what's the opportunity here. Whereas at level 5, you just see the opportunity and you're not so triggered, you're not so drained, because it's anabolic energy at level 5, and level 3 there's still some catabolic energy. Catabolic is like the energy that drains you. It's like One analogy I gave during the podcast last week was talking about a cup. And if you see yourself as a cup, and as a cup, if you have holes in that cup, no matter how much you try to refill that cup, the energy is going to be leaking out. So that's kind of like how level 3 works, where you'll try to refill it, but the holes are not actually fixed. Whereas level 5, you see the hole. You don't judge it as good or bad. And then you fix the hole. Or at least you don't judge it too much where it's draining. Because when you start judging, you're actually hopping through the different levels. And that's how energy works. You don't just stay at one level. You can use them all almost simultaneously. Okay, so become a herald of the positive. Put away the fatalistic attitude, the dire predictions, the dreadful expectations about the world or about your life. Declare the arrival of new and better you. When you declare that arrival, which means that you gotta also be taking action, not just talk about change. Wishful thinking doesn't work. You gotta take action. You gotta do those things that will help you in becoming of the better you. And that's also how, if you want people around you to change, you gotta change first. If you want people around you to have a better outlook, you have quite a few options. And essentially the black and white options are, you let them. You just need to do a lot more work on yourself, or like a lot more, because negativity can drown out the positivity. Or let them go. And also let them from a distance, which means not spending too much time with those negative people and just working on yourself, growing yourself, and they will notice a change. And they will, you might even feel like they changed as well. Even if I haven't done any kind of personal growth or development, it often might feel like they have changed as well, but that's because you have changed so much that you see everything and everyone around you through a different lens. And all of a sudden you see other people being more positive, or you recognize them as being more positive, or you actually recognize that the people that you thought were positive are actually negative, and they're pretending to be positive, because you start to understand the language and you start to feel that energy, because you have grown and evolved so much yourself. Okay, proclaim that you have risen from the realms of the dead, woken from a long and dreadful slumber, and are back on the world stage. The show is on again. This is the way that I would describe it, is like the stage that you go through when you're going through spiritual awakening, where that you're just going through really rough, difficult times. You're just working on your shadow self, because it keeps coming up, and you're just feeling tired and exhausted. But because you continuously worked on yourself and you did all the little things that came up for you, and you didn't give up, didn't quit, that on the other side, when you wake up one day, all of those things are essentially gone. And you wake up from this long, dreadful slumber and are back on the world stage. The show is on again, where you feel alive, where you feel excited to be alive, and you want to conquer every single day. You want to take the day on, and you are no longer taking all the naps that you used to take, and you're no longer sleeping long hours, at least for majority of the time. Sometimes when you're on vacation, you gotta enjoy the times. Talking about myself right now, where while we've been at the cottage, I would sleep in the mornings. It's a different experience here, especially with the rains and everything. It's nice to just lay here and listen to the rain, and not so much sleeping in, but more so, how would I put it? It's like meditation, visualization and meditation that I go in, and then which in some mornings allows me to have lucid dreams where I am aware I'm sleeping. This is a dream, and it's really fun to play around in your dream where you can do whatever you want, even fly or especially fly. The Horseman cautions you to not allow your exuberance to become hollow or trivial. Be sure that there is substance to the news you spread, and you are willing to live up to the expectations you rise. So, like I said, show, don't tell, show and lead the way. It's almost like animals, right? You don't hear animals telling you, let's say, where the better grass is growing. They're just leading the way. Come, follow me. I'll show you. Do the same. Lead by example. Show by example. Instead of talking about it. The world will become... the world will welcome you with open arms as you share an uplifting message. Heed the horseman when he shows up once, for he bears good news and is announcing a prosperous and peaceful time. When he shows up twice in the same reading, though, use extreme caution. If you heed his warnings, and it will turn out well. Everything will turn out well. So, prosperous and peaceful times are coming. And what's coming to mind is, based on my experience, is that don't get too comfortable. Meaning, don't go back to the old ways. Continue doing what you're doing. Continue to pour into yourself. Continue on your personal development, a personal growth journey. And they are different. Personal development, this is where you're learning. You're taking in the information. A personal growth, you experience through application. Which means whatever it is that you learned, go and apply it. And this is where you grow. And that's why when you're applying what you're learning, it feels uncomfortable, because that's how growth is. It feels uncomfortable. So personal development is you learning and learning and learning. And with each learning, you're applying. Those two go hand in hand. And you're supposed to feel uncomfortable when you try something for the first time, when you do something for the first time. Whereas this is the reason why a lot of people get stuck in the personal development stage, because when you're learning and you're connecting the dots, it feels good, it feels exciting, and you have these eureka, these aha moments, which feels energizing and uplifting, and it feels amazing. It's like a high your body feels. But when you're applying, it's scary, it's uncomfortable, because chances are you haven't done it before. It's the first time you're doing something or applying. It's like you're trying to learn how to walk again, and it feels scary because you don't know what's around the corner. You don't know if you're going to fall on the next step, because there's a lot of unknowns. And this is where the growth happens. It happens when you're taking those steady steps with whatever it is that you're applying after you've learned, and you show yourself, you prove to yourself that you can do it, that it's possible. And that is how you also lead the way for everyone around you, and especially for yourself. So And that is all that I have for you all for today on the Horseman, Herald of Change. It's coming. It's inevitable. And it almost looks like this horse has only 3 legs, interestingly enough. Unless the 3rd one is somewhere else. So, I would love to hear what came up for you. What, maybe aha moments, eureka moments, or maybe what buttons got pushed. All of them are opportunities. All of them, yeah, I can't think of any other word. Opportunities, whatever it is that came to mind, it's an opportunity. What's in it for you? What's your takeaway? But other than that, I am gonna go eat. I am hungry. My battery's draining as the battery for the cottage, the solar, is recharging and it's low today. As you can imagine, not much sun and raining. There's a lot less power available for use. Anyways, I will see you all next week at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Time-ish for another one of these weekly live card readings that I do in the group. The group Heal the Unicorn, Emotional Healing and Spiritual Growth for Women. In case you're listening to this podcast elsewhere, come and check it out, see if it's for you or not. Or maybe I'll see some of you tomorrow in the Sacred Circle at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And tomorrow Bethany will be leading. So I get to sit back and enjoy the ceremony. Yeah, that's it. Until next time. Thank you, everybody. I don't see any comments. And this is when it doesn't always show me through my phone, but I'm sure there are, and I will respond to them after I'm done. Have an amazing rest of your day. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your day. You get one of these days. You can never get it back. And don't put off what you can do today for tomorrow. Do everything you possibly can today and seize the day. Seize the opportunity, because everything is fleeting, right? Nothing is permanent. Everything is temporary. And if you don't seize the opportunity today, chances are it might not even be available tomorrow. Whatever it is, right? If you want to go and do something, you want to get out and go for a walk, do it today, because tomorrow you might not even be here, right? We never know. What if, I don't know, asteroid comes and takes us all out? We wouldn't even be aware of what happened, but whatever. Whatever it is that you want, you do it today. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your one-way vacation called your life, your human existence. And that's it. Until we see each other next time. Bye, everybody. Thanks for being on here.